want you to know that I made a passionate effort to get the citizens out for what I believe is a central issue, not just to politics, but to the direction I think our nation is headed as a whole. But in light of the turnout, we're going to keep this engagement to an hour. And so what I would like to do is to pose several questions to our panel members, and then I would like to reserve, again, 30 minutes for your participation to come up to the microphone and ask either an individual or the entire panel a question. I would like for you to keep it brief, if you could be succinct with your question, and if you would stand there until they have completed their answers, and then you may sit down and allow the next individual to come up to the microphone and pose their question. I would also appreciate that when our guests are providing you with their response, that there would be no negative comments from the audience. We do perceive them as our honored guests, and we want you to treat them with that same level of respect. I want to thank you all for coming out this evening, and I want to welcome you here at Crossroads Bible College. Dr. Ware unfortunately had some previous engagements. That seems to be the running line here lately. And he was not able to be with us this evening, but he wanted me to ensure that you knew that you were welcome here, and this welcome is also extended from the administrative faculty and staff of the college as well. We appreciate you taking time out of your evening to be here with us. My name is Hosea Baxter, and I'm the Director of Reconciliation and Urban Ministries here at the college. And for this next hour, I will be moderating our panel discussion. I will take it upon myself, if I feel the need, to ask additional questions for clarification in relationship to your responses. But I believe that you're going to be informed this evening by, again, some very distinguished individuals in our community, that you had an opportunity to hear not only from those who are seeking office, but from those who are already in office. And so I want you to understand that we were not being partisan in relationship to our turnout this evening. Now, starting with Dr. Blank, if you would, just provide us with a brief introduction of yourself, and then we'll just go right down the line.
Am I on? Yeah. My name is David Blank. I am running for House District 99, currently held by Vanessa Summers, who's a 19 going on 20-year incumbent. I'm an emergency room doctor at St. Francis Hospitals, just over here on the south side. I mainly work at the Beach Grove Hospital. It's my wife with the camera. Everybody look at my wife. We have 4 young boys. We have a 6-year-old, 5-year-old twins, and the baby's going to be 4 next week. We have a busy house. We waited for a while to have kids, and then they all showed up at once. But we thought about bringing them here tonight, but anything that lasts more than about 15 minutes is a little bit too long for them, and we wanted to have a chance for you to hear all of us talking instead of watching the church get destroyed. But they are really what brought us into politics. We had no political experience before this. In fact, we've kind of joked all along the way that, we wish we had some kind of a manual on how to run a campaign, how to be in politics, because there are potholes all along the way and things that you need to do. It is a lot of hard work, but I would actually encourage all of you who are sitting here tonight to at least think about getting involved yourselves. The only way that we're going to turn back the status quo or fight against the way things are is for people who are interested in what's going on to actually get involved and make those decisions. I'm not a politician, I'm a doctor, and my approach to things in general, my last 20 years has been an approach where you do things that work and things that don't work, you don't do. It's the way of medicine. We do studies, we study everything. We study when somebody comes into the desk, what's the best way to find out what's wrong with them the fastest and get them into the department and try and keep you out of the waiting room. I mean, we study everything. Government doesn't study anything. There are things that are going on, say in business or education, in all the states around us right now that are wildly successful and much less expensive. Do we do those things? No, we don't do those things. Why are we not doing them? For mainly partisan reasons. And it's not a Republican-Democrat thing. I think it's a both kind of thing. There are people who are trying to score little points here and there, and who's suffering as a result of that. Here in Indianapolis, for a large portion, that's our children, the children in the IPS system. But we will talk more as the night's going on, and I want to let these guys, they have better things to say than I do.
Thanks, David. My name's David Dessauer. I'm running for House District 96 on the northeast side of town. I got into politics because it's the closest thing to rugby that I could find. And it's more like rugby every day, and I'd like to tell Jose I don't think no apology is necessary for the turnout. I think if our Democratic opponents had the courage of their convictions to be here, we'd have a much bigger turnout, particularly with Andre Carson, obviously a national figure. But I've been born and raised here. I went to Bishop Chatard High School, Wabash College. I was with J.P. Morgan for a long time, and now I'm with AUL. And I, too, have 5-year-old twins. And so we have a busy household, too. We've got 4-year-old twins, and we have 3 girls and 1 boy. And I've got my trophy wife, Michelle, is in the front. And, I got into politics because I think we need to change our educational system and improve it. We're in a 19th century system in the 21st. We've got to do something now. And, I like this forum. Sometimes I go out and I really like to talk about politics and religion, and sometimes we can't go places because I like to talk about those things. So I'm glad to have this forum to talk about the two things I like most. So thanks a lot, and thanks for being here.
This is 3 Davids in a row, so that makes it easy for you all to remember our names. My name is David Lantz. I'm not running for anything. I was the head of the Christian coalition in the state in the early 90s. Today I teach mostly economics for University of Phoenix and Ivy Tech. My children are a little older than your guys, as I have a daughter who's in her 3rd year of residency as a surgeon down in North Carolina. I have a son, Jason, and his wife, Gail, out in South Korea where they teach English. They're expecting our first grandchild, which will be born on the other side of the world. And then my youngest son, Joshua, he is working with AmeriCorps down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And so I enjoy also talking about politics and religion. And I have a book out there called Think Like Jesus, Lead Like Moses, Leadership Lessons from the Wilderness Crucible, that kind of is on leadership, some of my time with the Christian Coalition, and lessons learned from the life of Moses. I think one last thing to mention is that Hosea allowed Micah Clark and I, Micah is the head of the Indiana American Family Association, to pilot a grassroots training seminar that we're now doing for a lot of the Tea Party groups in Indiana. It's a half-day seminar on being involved in politics. So if you're looking for a place to go, call Micah Clark and he'll get us there.